Oh, can't you see we're running out of time? You're gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine.
Hello, Niven Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome to a very special premiering episode of NXT. Thank you all for joining me here on your Tuesday evening, mere hours before this week's NXT watch-along as well. We will be back for that once again. And so, we are kicking things off with the woman who I've been told that General Manager Bobby Roode has decided if she wins this tonight, she will get a shot against Julia at NXT Great American Bash in just a couple of weeks' time. It is Piper Niven, the Scottish Viper, making her way to the ring. As she is tonight taking on one of the newer additions to the NXT roster this season. She finds herself going one-on-one with Jazmyn Nix, who makes her way to the ring. This is the first time, I believe this is the first time we're seeing Jazmyn Nix within the LS11 universe. Jazmyn Nix and Piper Niven are going to go one-on-one here tonight. It's Jazmyn Nix mod. For those wondering, it is a mod, so not on Community Creations, not a thing you download from Community Creations. For reference here, I believe, I'll double check here, and I will do my notes, I will do my due diligence and double check here in just a moment. I believe this mod comes from Bia, the creator known as Your Favorite Trash, UR Favorite Trash. Again, makes incredible women's mods, best women's modder in the game. If you ask me, is Bia. She is incredible. Double check that this is the case. Yes, can confirm now. Looked at my notes. Bia, Your Favorite Trash, made Jazmyn Nix, and we're going to see Jazmyn Nix have her first LS11 Universe match right here, right now. Piper Niven looking for a win to break back into NXT here. Get a shot at the North American Women's title. Jazmyn Nix looking for a match to really set herself up for potential success. She does with a sling blade and drum kick. That's a great start. As she grabs onto Piper and starts kicking her in the head, taking her down. Grabs a hold of her now, does Jazmyn Nix. Roundhouse kick to Piper Niven. Niven counters though. Piper Niven pulls her in now, and Niven with Nix into the corner. Big splash knocks her down. Hits the ropes and went for a cannonball into the corner. Nobody home. Jazmyn Nix grabs onto her now. Jazmyn Nix, no. Piper Niven into a shoulder block. Takes her down. Niven getting her back up to her feet here. Piper Niven with a chop into a headbutt. And drops the elbow for good measure. Piper Niven getting her back up to her feet here. Piper Niven with a chop. And again, Niven firing away at her. Piper knocking her back here. Gets caught. Jazmyn Nix shoved away. Niven's got the size and strength advantage for sure. As she gets a massive back body drop. Went for a senton. Jazmyn Nix rolled out of the way. Nix back to her feet now. Jazmyn Nix grabs a hold of her, but Piper Niven shoves her back. Jazmyn Nix shoulder charges her into another sling blade. Follows it back up with a drop kick. You can very much expect the women of the NXT roster to be featured heavily tonight leading to the Gauntlet, given that almost the entire NXT men's roster is involved in the Gauntlet, and 10 surprise entrances is what I've been told. An entire third of the match, we are going in with them unannounced. A graphic with the silhouettes of the 30 men, or at least of the 10 mystery men, was put up on our social media platform earlier today. Some people have been recklessly speculating who those silhouettes may be. I've heard some very, very potentially huge names could be here tonight. I've seen some faces backstage that have declined to comment if they're in here or not, but Piper Niven taking her down into the cover, and Piper Niven, 1, 2, 3. Picks up the win just like that. And not missing a beat, here comes the NXT North American Women's Champion, Julia. Launching in with a dropkick to Niven. Julia wasting no time going after the woman who laid her out on the first night of the season just a couple of weeks ago. Julia firing away at Niven. Julia taking her down. Piper Niven answers back, though, by flattening her with a crossbody. As we now know that this is the upcoming match at the Great American Bash on August the 10th in just a few weeks' time. Niven and Julia just punching one another repeatedly in the face. Referee trying to get between them, and Julia, forearm strike, big drum kick, laying out Piper Niven. Folks, welcome to a very special night of action here in NXT. Thank you all for being with us tonight, for coming along for the ride tonight. We've got an incredible 30-man gauntlet in our main event tonight, but that is still quite a few matches away. We've got some more incredible women's action coming up throughout the night, leading into the big 30-man gauntlet. Really trying to give a spotlight to the women of NXT tonight, since we've got that huge main event for the men. But I have a quick announcement to make regarding NXT for next week, and that is that next week we will have another championship match set in stone for the Great American Bash to go along with the now confirmed matches of Piper Niven versus Julia for the NXT Women's North American title, Jacob Fatu versus Axiom for the Men's North American title, and of course, the match between the winner of tonight's main event and the NXT champion, Jimmy Uso. And that is for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I can now confirm that next week it will be the insurgents of Wesley Blake and Steve Macklin against the Smoke Chasers of Cedric Alexander and Ashanti Adonis, and representing the Forsaken, the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa in a triple threat match to determine who will challenge Odyssey Jones and Obafemi for that gold at the Great American Bash. And also, I can confirm that we are currently working out a deal. We are locking things in place for the first time in history. The LS11 NWA World Championship is going to be on the line at the Great American Bash. The natural Dustin Rhodes will be at the show, named by his late great father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He will be defending that title, and over these next few weeks, we will determine who will be challenging Dustin for that championship. There will be more announcements revolving around the Great American Bash coming in the next few weeks, but for now, we have got some more action for NXT. Alright, moving to some tag team action here up next, as folks, it is time for the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions to be in action. Making their way to the ring for the first time since winning the gold back at NXT Stand and Deliver, where they managed to take down the duo of MK Ultra. It is JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, Toxic Attraction, making their way down to the ring. Toxic Attraction managing to snag the gold from MK Ultra back at Stand and Deliver. And now we're seeing them in action. We're going to be seeing a lot of new teams trying to come together here. We're going to be seeing a lot of teams trying to come together here in NXT. These next however long, I assume over these next several weeks, we're going to be seeing a lot of teams come together. The NXT Women's Tag Team Division, a little thinned out. We've got, right now we've got Metaphor of Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. We've got Kianna James and her assistant Izzy Dame. And those are the names that immediately come to mind. We occasionally see teams from Raw and SmackDown make their way to NXT. But now we are seeing Kalani Jordan make her way to the ring. Kalani Jordan, someone I know a lot of people have been excited about the prospect of seeing in LS11 Universe these last few weeks. They've been asking where's she at, is she coming? I told you she would eventually. Yep, just had to give me until season 6 for some new names to start showing up around here. So Kianna Jordan has made her way down to the ring. Another wonderful mod. I think you can guess who made it. Another great work from Bia there, as is her tag team partner tonight. Woman we actually saw make a bit of a trip to TNA last week for a shocking match against the NXT or the TNA Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace. It is Lola Vice making her way to the ring. A very unlikely duo is Lola Vice and Kianna Jordan. But we'll see how it goes tonight when they try to take down the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. So, without any further ado, Jacy Jayne started out with Kianna Jordan. There we go, and Jordan comes in. Big arm drag there, knocking down Jacy Jayne. Hits the ropes now, and Kianna into another arm drag, knocking her off her feet. Kianna now, big crossbody, knocking her down. Kianna Jordan putting the boots her. Oh, and Gigi Dolan takes the cheap shot. Big drop kick there, knocks her down though, and Jacy Jayne grabs her into neckbreaker, knocking her down. Kianna goes down now. Jacy Jayne pulling her in, throws her across the ring into the corner. Big chop there, connects now. Jacy Jayne into another one, and Jacy Jayne with a third chop knocks her down in the corner. Kianna knocking her back now, and Kianna Jordan hits the rope, springboard, big back elbow strike. Taking her down now, and now Kianna Jordan runs the ropes, and whoa, Jacy Jayne caught her, and knee into the back, taking her down. Jacy Jayne now slamming her down by the back of the head. Goes in the corner now. Tag is made. Gigi Dolan is in. Now Dolan, big clothesline there, knocking back Kianna. Gigi Dolan now, kick to the head. And again. Goes for her again now, and Kianna Jordan kicks her in the ribs. Kianna Jordan taking down Gigi Dolan. Into a cover now. Jordan, cover for the one. No! Saved by Jacy Jayne. Kianna now getting her back up to her feet here, chopping her. Firing away at her now, trying to knock Gigi Dolan back, trying to get some separation between the two. Dolan grabs a hold of her now, and Dolan grabs her and slams her down. Getting her back up to her feet now. Gigi Dolan grabs onto Kianna, pulls her in, and slams her down by the back of the head again. Lola Vice wants the decides she doesn't anymore. And Lola Vice saying, handle it yourself. Don't expect me to save you. Into a cover now. Jacy Jayne, cover one. No. Why would Lola Vice agree to be on a team with Kianna Jordan? She wasn't actually going to be in a team. She was just going to stand there on the apron. As now Lonnie comes off the ropes. Kianna saw that Jacy Jayne was about to come back in the ring. Great ring awareness there from the young Kianna Jordan. Pulls her through now into a cover on Jacy Jayne. Cover for the one. Jacy Jayne kicks out. Now Kianna with a kick in the ribs, knocks her back. Jacy Jayne fires away, pulls her in, clotheslines her, taking her down. Back up to her feet now. Jacy Jayne pulls her in and puts her into the corner. Grabs hold of her now. Jacy Jayne slams her head first into the turnbuckle again. Kianna answers back with an elbow now, and Kianna, right hook now, knocks back Gigi. Oh! Big neck breaker there from Jacy. Jacy Jayne picking her back up to her feet here. Jacy Jayne pulls her in, lifts her up, takes her down. Kianna's down now, wait a minute, into a cover. Kianna Jordan down. And Lola Vice decides, I'll give you this one, I'll break it up. Oh! And Lola Vice got kicked in the head for her troubles. Wait a minute, Kalani Jordan grabs JC Jane, rolls her through, cover. No, Jane kicks out. Lola Vice got absolutely knocked the hell out with that kick. JC Jane throws Kalani into the corner. Tag made to Dolan. And now Toxic Attraction are looking for double super kick. Taking her down. Kalani now. Lola Vice acting like she wants the tag. Kalani Jordan pulling herself towards the corner. Lola Vice faked her out again. Again, why agree to the tag match if you're not actually going to tag in? As Jordan rolls out of the ring and Lola tells her, don't get us counted out. I think Lola Vice wants Kalani Jordan to just do this alone. Can't say I get it. JC Jane takes out the leg. Into a cover now, has her down again. Cover on Jordan. 1, 2. Kalani Jordan's still fighting though. She's not going to just lay down and eat the 3. JC Jane takes the shot at Lola Vice. And wait a minute, Kalani Jordan now starting to get some separation. Wipes out Gigi Dolan. Big forearm strike to JC Jane. And now Kalani Jordan with a big drop kick there. Knocking down JC. Going up to the top rope now. Kalani to the top. Diving splash to JC. Into a cover now. JC Jane is down for the 1, 2. No! Yes, now Jordan getting her back into her feet. And Kalani Jordan. Oh, knocked back by Gigi Dolan. Almost strike though. Knocks back JC Jane. But JC with a jumping neck breaker. Both women down. Kalani Jordan pulling herself towards the corner, but JC Jane grabs her now. JC Jane, wait a minute. Stomping her in the head repeatedly. Dolan tagged back in. Gigi Dolan looks right over at Lola Vice, says this is what you get for not tagging in. Gigi Dolan swings through, taking her down. 1, 2, 3. And Lola Vice just continuously refused to tag in, ultimately costing Kalani the match. I mean, she was in there 2-on-1 the entire time against the tag team champions. Just like that. Toxic Attraction with the win. We still got more coming up here on NXT. Alright, it is official. You are all set for the Gauntlet tonight. Beg pardon, Mr. Oh, I did not realize you had company. My apologies. I inquire as to what he was doing here. Well, if you must know, Mr. Regal, that was an old friend of mine. Here to talk about the Gauntlet. What can I do for you? I'm just here tonight to inquire that you received our requests for the Gauntlet tonight. I did, and I have taken them into consideration. That is all I will say for now. The old tribal chief will not be happy about this. Well, he can take it up with me if he's not, instead of sending his wise man to do his bidding. Alright, we've got our final matchup before the Gauntlet tonight coming up. As here comes Fallon Henley to the ring. One more time, shout out to BA, your favorite trash for this mod as well. Fallon Henley making her way down to the ring. Rocking up for this matchup tonight. We are on the hunt for who is going to challenge Naomi at the Great American Bash in just a couple of weeks for that NXT Women's Championship. And Fallon Henley wanting to put her name in the ring. A win tonight would definitely get her closer, to say the least. Fallon Henley looking to saddle up and get the win here on NXT. It's a very Very big clash of styles in terms of who we got involved here in this matchup. As Fallon Henley is going one-on-one with Kianna James tonight. Kianna James with her assistant Izzy Dame by her side. Both these mods made by Joe Mashups, actually. So, throwing you for a loop on who actually made the mods this time, aren't I? So, Kiana and Izzy, or excuse me, no, Izzy was made by Bia as well. Kiana was made by Joe, though. So, Kiana and Izzy making their way down to the ring. Fallon and Kiana gonna go one-on-one. Without any further ado, here we go. Forearm strike there from Kiana. Fallon counters though, and Fallon, a chop of her own. Forearm strike knocks her back. Fallon Henley runs right into a knee strike, knocking her off her feet. Rolls out of the way of the kick. Sidestep, gets caught. Fallon Henley caught by the back of the head now, and Fallon elbow strikes, knocking her back. Henley answering back now. Fallon Henley coming back in and running uppercut. Knocks down Kiana. And now Fallon Henley kicks her down again. Henley grabs onto her now, getting her back up to her feet here, and Fallon Henley now countered by Kiana. Kiana with a chop. Kicks her in the ribs, pulls her in, and takes out the arm. Kianna James standing over her now. Fallon Henley pulling herself back up to her feet. Right up connects, knocking her back here, and Henley, big drop kick, knocks her down. Remember, after this matchup, it's what you all came here for. The 30-man gauntlet to determine Jimmy Uso's next challenger at the Great American Bash. It's Fallon taking her down now. Fallon Henley, knee strike, taking down Kiana. Getting her back up to her feet now, and Kianna James caught with a chop by Fallon Henley. James grabs onto her now. Kianna James slams her face first into the mat. Pulling herself up in the corner now is Fallon Henley. Kianna James punching the back now. Grabs onto her, grabs the legs now. Does Kiana, taking her down. Kianna James takes her down now, and Kianna James goes for her. Got her by Fallon Henley now, and Fallon Henley into a big drop kick, knocking her down. Kianna James out of the ring. Fallon throws a forearm, accidentally catches the referee. Into a drop kick, though. Knocks her off her feet again. Pulls her in now. Does Fallon Henley. Bulldog. Knocks her down. Fallon Henley into a senton. Kicking away her now. Kiana getting back to her feet, though, now. Kianna James. Massive boot. Knocks her off her feet. Into a cover. One. Kick out from Fallon. Fallon Henley is down now. Kianna James standing over her here. Now Kianna James goes for a clothesline. Fallon Henley swinging kick now. Pulls her in. Fallon with Bulldog. Takes her off her feet. Into a cover now. Takes down Kiana. Fallon Henley for the one. For the two. No! Nearly got her, though. Fallon Henley nearly got her now. Kicking away at Kiana. Kianna James goes down now. Fallon Henley. Oh, caught with a forearm. Kianna James. Now these two exchanging strikes here. Who's going to get the better of this exchange? Back and forth they go. Fallon Henley, though, throws a punch. Kiana got her. Kianna James getting the better over here, but Fallon Henley, forearm strike, hits the kick into Shining Wizard. Fallon Henley now grabs her quickly into a cover now. Henley hooks the leg. 2, 3. Victory goes to Fallon Henley. Massive win there for Fallon Henley tonight. Definitely shooting herself up the rankings for the NXT Women's Championship with that one. Big win there for Fallon tonight. We'll know more about who's going to challenge Naomi starting next week. I've heard Bobby Roode will have some announcements next week. But now, folks, it's time for what you all came here for. It's Gauntlet time. Before I let this main event get started, people wanted to know where was the Tribal Chief, the NXT Champion, him, Jim Uso, just last week. Why wasn't I here? Why wasn't I watching the show? Well, I was watching the show. I was just not here because as the tribal chief, I make my own schedule. I pick my own dates, and it didn't seem like I needed to be here last week. You all needed me a lot more than I needed you. But now, if you'll excuse me, the wise man and I are going to go sit in the back with the werewolf Jacob 5-2 and the gorillas at Destiny Tonga and Tongaloa. We're going to sit back in the tribal chief setup back here. We're going to have some nice, fresh salmon right from the bay. We're going to sip some great, fine wine, and we are going to watch this gauntlet, and we're going to find out who's going to get this tribal chief beat down at the Great American Bash. Alright, folks, this is it. This is your NXT main event. This is the 30-man Eliminator Gauntlet. 2 men will enter. Every minute, another man enters. Elimination occurs by pinfall or submission. The match continues until one superstar remains. That superstar is the winner and will go on to the Great American Bash to face Jimmy Uso for the NXT Championship. Who is drawn number 1? Well, rocking up in the number 1 spot, it is the Irish Ace, J.D. McDonough, heading down to the ring. J.D. McDonough has to run the gauntlet if he wants to head to the Great American Bash. Of course, McDonough made his return to Wrestle Universe in Season 5 under the Oblivion guise, posing as Axiom's dark counterpart. If you're JD McDonough, you gotta hope that you got some light work for whoever drew number 2. You gotta hope that you got an easy name in there. Keep in mind, 10 names we don't know are entering this matchup. It's gonna be a big one. This is one of, if not the biggest gauntlet match in terms of who all is involved, in terms of the stakes we've ever had within the LS11 universe. This is huge. This is going to be can't miss. I'm being brought a note by one of our assistants, one of our interns here. Thank you, Sharon. Oh. Okay. All right, well, I have been brought a note, and I have been asked for entry number 2 to say his name. Because in at number 2, from TNA, the former TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry. I think a lot of people knew this one was coming. I think a lot of people knew this one was coming when we said there were going to be people in this gauntlet that didn't exactly go here. If anyone was going to rock up in the early spots and run this gauntlet, it's got to be the man who beat the unbeatable. It's got to be Joe Hendry. Starting it off with McDonough and Hendry. Referee Aja Smith, I wish you the best of luck, sir. Here we go. Hendry pushes back McDonough. Hendry comes back in, and Hendry... Oh, McDonough gets the shot. Hendry enters back with a jab now, and Joe Hendry grabs him. Crazy to see Hendry back in an NXT ring. We haven't seen him since the build to Worlds Collide earlier at the end of Season 5. And now Hendry, when he was here for Worlds Collide, he was the TNA World Champion. He was on top of the world. But just a few nights ago, if you haven't been watching TNA, if you haven't been keeping up with TNA Universe, Hendry just lost his rematch for the TNA World title to former WWE star Mustafa Ali. Of course, Hendry was cost that match by Hammerstone from TNA as well. We'll find out more about what's going on there this Thursday on TNA. But Hendry looking to essentially bring it back tonight with this match here. Try and get a huge win here. Try and take out JD McDonough to try and get the early jump start in this as he pulls him in. Grabs him. Who's number 3? Number 3 from Friday Night SmackDown. It's Ludwig Kaiser entering the mix as Kaiser taking his sweet time. Standing ovation connects to JD McDonough for the 1-2. McDonough eliminated. Kaiser and Hendry. Here we go. A bit more UK involvement in this matchup. Kaiser, part of Imperium on Friday Night SmackDown, sent here by SmackDown's ring general Gunther for this matchup. Sent here to try and win that championship. Gunther held very proudly back in Season 2. The NXT Championship, of course, that is. Yes, Hendry reverses the pressure there on Ludwig Kaiser. I think that is the quickest Gauntlet elimination in history of LS11 Universe, by the way. Like, the quickest first elimination is what I mean by that. It typically takes a little longer for that first elimination. We usually see the ring fill up a decent bit before we have the first elimination. As Kaiser, with an elbow into the head of Joe, into a cover now, taking him down. Ludwig, kick out from Hendry. Of course, you know you're going to see stars from Raw and SmackDown in this matchup. You're going to see the NXT roster, and we're going to see other stars. Speaking of Monday Night Raw, we got the OCs, Carl Anderson, the Machine Gun, getting a shot at some singles glory here tonight. It's Hendry with a massive discus clothesline to Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser's down. Carl Anderson now. Anderson clearly doesn't believe in Joe Hendry in this matchup. But then again, when you're in a matchup like this, you definitely aren't going to believe in Joe Hendry. If you want to believe that you can beat Joe Hendry, take him out of this gauntlet. Right now, I think Hendry, just out of everyone we've only seen 4 people. One of them's already been eliminated. But Hendry very well could be the favorite to win it. He's a former world champion in TNA. He's on top of the world. He's one of the most popular stars in the world right now. As Anderson with a jumping neckbreaker takes him down. But Hendry comes in with a clothesline, grabs onto Carl Anderson. Joe Hendry taking him down. Joe Hendry knocking him back. Kaiser grabs onto Hendry, lifts him up, and Ludwig Kaiser. Air raid crash to Joe Hendry out on the floor. Anderson grabs him. Number 5 about to join us. We're about 1/6 of the way through this matchup. As Anderson bringing the first weapon in the match, hits Joe Hendry with that chair. Kaiser whiffs the dive. From Monday Night Raw, again, it's Ridge Holland. We really haven't seen much NXT in this gauntlet for the NXT Championship's #1 contender so far. Big boot there from Ludwig Kaiser. You got Joe Hendry from TNA. You got Carl Anderson and Ridge Holland. Big kendo stick shove there from SmackDown's Ludwig Kaiser, but you get my point. Only one name from NXT in this matchup so far. There are still plenty of NXT names involved in this matchup, but to be fully transparent here, the NXT roster it's been emptied out a little bit with the draft. There's some names that have been called up that you haven't seen yet, things like that. Big drop kick there from Carl Anderson. Is Ridge Holland coming in now? Ridge the Fridge. Jumping neck breaker there from Hendry. Carl Anderson now. Kicking the head from Kaiser to Hendry. Now Kaiser grabs onto Anderson. A little bit of history there with those two from back in Season 3. Where from Season 4, I believe it was, actually. Yes, Season 4, excuse me. Where AJ Styles and the OC were battling Gunther and Imperium. Here we go. Now we got some NXT-flavored competitor. Josh Briggs entering the mix here. Josh Briggs looking to go separate ways into this matchup. Fall-away slam from Joe Hendry. As he knocks back Kaiser and Hendry. Freak of nature to Kaiser. Hendry looking for another elimination here. Joe Hendry with the 1, 2, 3. Another one gone. Courtesy of Joe Hendry. That is 2 eliminations already. Joe Hendry's gotten both of them as he turns his attention to Ridge Holland. Josh Briggs picking up that chair. Hendry, wait a minute. Hendry, double axe handle to Briggs, taking him down. Grabs onto Anderson now. Joe Hendry with Carl Anderson. Back into the ring. Josh Briggs. No. Hip toss from Hendry. Ridge Holland knee strike to Carl Anderson. This match really could go anyone's way. And you got a heavy favorite like Joe Hendry in here at number 2. He's already made it through the first 6 entries. He's survived a long shot of it so far. Number 7, here we go. Some international flair in this one. We said there'd be other locker rooms involved in this one, and in this case, it's one of the hottest free agents of the LS11 universe. As Ridge with that spinning DDT to Joe Hendry. 1, Hendry kicks out. It is Mystico entering the mix. One of the hottest stars in Mexico right now is Mystico. You might have known him as the original Sin Cara all the way back in 2012. 12 years ago, Mystico first appeared in WWE. And now he is here in NXT, not signed to NXT. If anyone gets signed to NXT following this, you'll see it appear on the LS11universe.com roster later this week when I do my weekly website updates. As Ridge takes down Joe Hendry and Ridge Holland. Up to the top rope, Ridge, the fridge, looking to fly. Big flying splash to Joe. 1, 2, kick out from Hendry. Number 8 about to join us. Who's it going to be? What do we got at number 8? We got, another hot free agent. Well, actually, this man is part of the Los Angeles wrestling roster. Folks, if you do not watch on the Xander LS11 channel, the second channel for LS11 Universe, the channel where we do Los Angeles wrestling, ARW, and non-wrestling videos, such as the upcoming Big the Cat Adventure video coming up that I am working on editing, probably while this video is airing. Kick out from Joe Hendry. Dante Leon is the Los Angeles Wrestling Television Champion. He is the first man to hold that title. He's the only man to hold that title so far. He won it back at LAW Staying Alive just last week in a big ladder match. As the ring is filling up now. Anderson's got Hendry up, and Anderson, no, Hendry out of the way. Hendry, freak of nature, Carl Anderson, into a cover. 1, 2, another one gone, courtesy of Joe Hendry. Now Hendry grabs Josh Briggs, and Hendry's just trying to sweep the gauntlet. He's already up to 3 eliminations. Josh Briggs grabs onto Joe. Joe Hendry sends him off the ropes. Dante Leon and Mystico get involved. Here we go from Friday Night SmackDown. It's Lexis King, the SmackDown GM Seth Rollins, getting him this spot in this matchup. Great mod by Joe Mashups. First time we're seeing it. Ray is going to have this mod on SmackDown sooner rather than later. I've just got to get a mod pack set up for Ray. I got some work to do there. Got to break the news to Ray that if I can't figure it out, I might have to, the save data might have to get wiped. I don't know. I don't know for sure, Ray, if you're hearing this. I don't know for sure if I'm going to have to. I might not. Big forearm strike there from Ridge Holland. As now Lexis King and Ridge Holland. Talk about unlikely duo there. Hendry the clothesline to Ridge. Lexis King trying to prove a point to SmackDown GM Seth Rollins and to his upcoming Backlash opponent, Cody Rhodes. Next weekend, Backlash from Puerto Rico. Ray's first solo WWE pay-per-view. Where Lexis King battles the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as Mystico taking down Ridge Holland in the ring. Number 9, I believe, is about to join us. No, number 10 is about to join us. We're about to be a third of the way through. It is Prime Cedric Alexander. 1/2 of the Smoke Chasers. Big super kick there from Mystico. Big cutter there from Hendry. Dante Leon taken down by Josh Briggs. Hurricane Rana from Mystico. This matchup is heating up right now. Oh my God! Poison Rana to Josh Briggs from Mystico, and Mystico taking down Dante Leon into an armbar. Dante Leon rolls through. Gotta wonder if there's gonna be any kind of interaction between Dante Leon and Lexis King in this one. Two men who have sat under the wings of Seth Rollins in the past. Of course, Lexis King more mentored by Rollins once he got to SmackDown. Dante Leon quite literally taught how to wrestle by Seth Rollins, as Dante Leon nearly took out Mystico there. Cedric Alexander takes down Joe Hendry. And now Mystico grabs onto Dante Leon. Number 11. Oh, clothesline from hell from Briggs. Lexis King taking down Cedric Alexander. Who's going to be number 11? LS11's lucky number. From TNA, it is Speedball Mike Bailey entering the mix. Mike Bailey enters the mix, and Dante Leon coming after him here. Dante Leon taken down on the outside by Speedball. Lexus King knocking back Cedric Alexander. Josh Briggs getting caught by Speedball. Sent off the ropes, and Speedball takes him down. Cedric kicks out the legs of Lexus King. And now, Mike Bailey caught up in the ropes by Josh Briggs. We got a full house right now. We got 8 people in this matchup. Big pounce there from Briggs. Into a clothesline from hell to Cedric. But Joe Hendry, standing ovation. 1, 2. Another one gone. Thank you very much, Joe Hendry. As now Hendry grabs onto Cedric, and Joe with freak of nature. Hendry sweeping this gauntlet right now. Into a cover on Cedric for the 1, 2. Cedric Alexander eliminated as well. Another pair of people gone, courtesy of Joe Hendry. This is Hendry's gauntlet to win right now. That is what, his 5th elimination at this point? Carl Anderson, Ludwig Kaiser, JD McDonough, Josh Briggs, and Cedric Alexander all eliminated by Hendry so far. Poison Rana from Mystico. Chair shot in the back from Dante Leon. I think the crucial thing all these guys always seem to forget in this matchup is you gotta have your opponents in the ring to eliminate them. And Mystico throws Dante Leon into the ring. And Lexus King is stalking him right now. Lexus King and Dante Leon, are we about to finally see something there? Perhaps not. Dante Leon just pacing. I think just trying to recover some of his stamina here. He's been winded. Here we go. King and Leon. We've been waiting to see this one in this matchup. Big jumping cutter there from Leon to King. Mike Bailey goes after Dante Leon. Whoa. Into the barricade goes Hendry, courtesy of Ridge. And now Ridge Holland comes in. Ridge Holland pulls in Mystico, taking him down with a right hook. Ridge with a right hook to Mystico. Cover now. 1. No, Mystico stays in it. Hendry going under Dante Leon. Big drop kick there from Mike Bailey to Lexus King. Mystico swings Ridge the Fridge around. And Mystico tilt-a-whirl armbar. Is Ridge Holland going to have to tap out? No shame in it if you do, big guy. Keep yourself alive. Don't let him break your arm. Mystico grabs onto him now, and Mystico swinging neckbreaker to Ridge. Ridge Holland goes down. Mike Bailey kind of stalking the ring here. Hendry, big right hook there to Dante. Here we go. Number 12 out of joins Mystico with a big kick there. Takes down Ridge Holland. Cover for the 1, 2. Ridge Holland eliminated. In number 12, here comes Wesley Blake. 1 half of the Insurgents alongside Steve Macklin. Wesley Blake enters the mix. Wesley Blake turns attention to Dante Leon here. Wesley Blake going up to the top rope now, and Wesley Blake telling Dante Leon to get back up. You know, if Dante Leon gets eliminated, doesn't pull off the win here, whoever pins him, I think we might have to try and get him down to LAW for a title shot. Well, I thought it was about to be Wesley Blake. So here comes Speedball. Speedball and Hendry having a brief glance at one another like, hey, fancy seeing you here, bud. Speedball thrown back into the ring, and Hendry. Whoa, Wesley Blake taking down Speedball. Oh, Lexus King sent to the steps by Hendry. Went for a splash. Did Wesley Blake. Mystico sends Hendry into the steps. Now number 13, unlucky number 13, lucky number 13, depending on who you are. It's Tavion Heights. This is his official debut in the All-11 Universe. Big Spanish fly there from Mike Bailey to Wesley Blake. Nearly got him. And Tavion Heights with a massive boot taking down Wesley Blake. Or taking down Mike Bailey, excuse me. Mystico grabs Hendry, Hurricane Rana. Tavion Heights looking to make a splash in his debut here. Dante Leon now swings him around. Lexus King throws Hendry. Oh! And Wesley Blake just slung a kendo stick at Dante Leon. Mike Bailey takes down Tavion Heights. Tavion Heights, of course, was announced to be as part of this matchup. Was announced it was going to be his debut, and What a place to make your debut if you're Tavion Heights. You win this, and your first actual matchup could be a shot at the NXT title. As Joe Hendry gets launched into the ring now. Hendry pulling himself back into his feet. Wesley Blake taking down Mike Bailey. Hendry with a takedown to Wesley Blake. Number 14, SmackDown's Apollo Crews. You heard Ray mention, I believe Ray mentioned on SmackDown, I might be thinking of Alexis King. I'm thinking of Alexis King. Never mind. Crews was recently signed to SmackDown, though. You did hear Ray mention that on SmackDown earlier last week. But Apollo Crews was signed to SmackDown, but he's making one trip back to NXT to try and get a shot at that NXT Championship. As Wesley Blake immediately takes him down for a 2 count. You got 8 people in the matchup once again here. Here's going to be the next one gone. Hendry knocking back Tavion Heights. Dante Leon trying to make a statement here with this one. He's got Joe Hendry. Look at this from Dante Leon. He's just stretching Hendry out like an accordion. Wesley Blake takes down Apollo Crews. Wesley Blake probably thinking fancy seeing Apollo here. These two were in NXT together long ago. Big frog splash there from Wesley. Standing ovation from Hendry, though. Cover on Blake. 1, 2. Thanks for coming, Wesley. Hendry now covers Crews off of Blake's frog splash. 1, 2. Apollo stays alive. Crews and Hendry, you know what? Sign me up. I don't think I ever knew I wanted this showdown. Two of the best bodies in the business right now. These two have got incredible physiques. Apollo now with a kip up to Hendry. Apollo Crews now. No, Hendry out of the way. Hendry sidestepped him. Joe Hendry. Drop kick takes him down. Mystico taking down Mike Bailey on the outside. Mystico's got him down. Hendry, big elbow strike to Apollo. Now with Hendry in front of their kick, countered by Apollo. Apollo Crews grabs onto Joe, pulls him in, up on his shoulders now, and Apollo Crews with Joe Hendry for stun gun, taking him down in the corner. Hendry's down now. Mystico taking down Tavion Heights. Mystico into the ring. Mystico turns his attention to Apollo for a moment. Whoa! Went for Hendry. Hendry now grabs Mystico. Rolling him through now. Hendry cover on Mystico for the 1. For the 2. Oh my God. Lag central there. Lag central was 2K24 right there. Mystico. Whoa. Hendry. Small package to Mystico. Hendry looking for another elimination. Nearly got him. Hendry ducks out of the ring. Smart move from Joe. I'll say it here now. Smart move there from Joe. Conserve your energy. You can only be pinned or submitted in the ring. Keep yourself on the outside. You've been in here for almost half the match. Don't let yourself get caught off guard. Make them bring you into the ring. Mike Bailey taking down Mystico. Mystico is still in it, though. Who's coming out next? Number 15, the halfway point's coming up. It's Eddie Thorpe. This is his official arrival to NXT. We've been waiting to see Eddie Thorpe for a while. I know quite a few people have been waiting to see Eddie Thorpe. As Apollo Crews has got Joe Hendry. Hendry counters. And Thorpe, what an impact this would be if he can eliminate one of the greatest stars in the world right now in Mystico. Lexis King, I believe, just hit the coronation on Dante Leon. 2, 3, and you know he's going to be bragging about that one to the GM Seth Rollins. Eddie Thorpe now 2. Nearly got Mike Bailey. I think if the referee been in better position, Mike Bailey would have been gone. Great showing tonight, kid. You did a good job. You made LAW proud. Did Dante Leon. As now Lexis King, I believe, hits the coronation again. This time to Eddie Thorpe. Puts his feet on the ropes. 2. 2. No, Eddie Thorpe stays in it, though. Mike Bailey with a big Meteora there. Taking down Tavion Heights. And for the first time in a long time, everyone's in the ring right now. Mike Bailey taps. Hendry covers Apollo now. Mike Bailey's been eliminated. Hendry's got Apollo down. 2. Apollo is eliminated. And Hendry running the ropes now. Great showing from Mike Bailey tonight from TNA as well. It's Mystico taking down Eddie Thorpe. 3 eliminations in quick succession there. Lexis King eliminating Dante Leon. Hendry eliminating Apollo. And Mystico taking out Mike Bailey. It's Eddie Thorpe now. Oh, what a knee strike to Joe Hendry. Tavion Heights. This would be huge for him. This would be huge for his career. Nearly got him. You can see Tavion could hardly believe it too. As Lexis King has been in here for a while. Hendry has been in here for a while. Eddie Thorpe, the freshest man in the matchup. Big punch to Joe Hendry. Seeing Mike Bailey, Apollo Crews, and Dante Leon take the walk to the back. Mystico taking down Lexis King now. Mystico with Lexis King. Is Lexis King going to tap out here? No, Lexis King stays in it. And Mystico with a bulldog taking down Tavion Heights. Mystico cover on Tavion now. With a 1, 2, 3. Tavion Heights eliminated. Decent showing in your debut tonight, kid. We are down to 4 men in this matchup right now. Lexis King, Eddie Thorpe, Mystico, and Joe Hendry. What? Number 16. It's Jack Swagger? Poison Rana from Mystico. Jack Swagger, the real American. Recently released from his contract with AEW. We wondered where we were going to see him next. Swagger is here in NXT. I will keep an eye on the roster, keep an eye on the website for updates on that. I have no confirmation right now on if he has signed a contract with LS11 NXT. Lexis King is going after him. And Swagger's shown up dressed for a fight. You know, when he left WWE 7 years ago, I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. 7 years ago, when he left WWE, he started fighting in Bellator, taking up MMA. Having a pretty solid run there. Lexis King taking out Hendry. And now he's back in NXT tonight. And he has a decent spot to win this, I'll admit it. Oh my goodness. Well, folks, it's not a game anymore. Chris Danger is number 17, and I feel like somewhere at the Impact Zone, Keith Lee is watching this thing. You gotta be kidding me, man! Because if you've not been keeping up with TNA, Danger is part of a tag team with Keith Lee known as Limitless Danger. They're former TNA tag team champions here in the LS11 universe. Wait a minute. Coronation to Joe Hendry. Cover for the 1, 2. Hendry still in it. Hendry still in it. Anyways, Limitless Danger, former TNA Tag Team Champions, Keith Lee and Chris Danger. And as of late, there's been a bit of dissension between them, with Danger aspiring too much on singles glory and not focusing enough on the tag team in the mind of Keith Lee. And lo and behold, where Danger is now. He's here in NXT, going after the NXT title. Something he's actually challenged for in the past. And Mystico taking it down to that Fujiwara armbar. Number 18, it's Timothy Thatcher. The grizzled Timothy Thatcher is here. Wait a minute, Danger! Danger! Danger eliminates Mystico! Eddie Thorpe now going after Danger. Mystico eliminated. Great showing tonight. The Ring of Honor Pure Champion Timothy Thatcher signed to NXT right now, making his way to the ring. And now Swagger and Hendry going at it here. Bit of a WCPW callback there, huh? Thatcher, he gave his mission statement last week. He said he's here in NXT because he wants to prove a point to all these young guys, show them what pure wrestling is all about. As now Swagger has got Joe Hendry back into the ring. Joe Hendry pulling himself back up, but a very heavy TNA presence in this matchup so far tonight. Lexis King sends Hendry into the ring, and Hendry, Danger's got a hold of him. Danger. Oh, number 17. Number 19, here we go. Wesley enters the mix. And Wesley rolls right into the ring, and Wesley sees Hendry, Lexis King, Coronation. Big backflip there from Wes Lee. Coronation, Thatcher looking to capitalize. Danger still in it. Lexis King now getting taken down. Swagger now takes down Wes Lee. Wes Lee in at number 19. Huge opportunity here for him. Thatcher going after him now with a drop kick. Wes Lee getting taken down now. Swagger going after Thatcher here. Unexpected matchup there, huh? We're getting knocked back now, and now Wes Lee. Hang on. Oh, Thatcher taking down Swagger. And Eddie Thorpe taking down Timothy Thatcher. Cover. Thorpe for the 1, 2. Thatcher kicks out now. Now Wes Lee, right hook connects. Turns Eddie Thorpe around. Kicks him. No. Thorpe counters. Kicked down by Wes Lee. Number 20. Oh. Is this what the Forsaken meant by some addition to the match? One half of the LAW Tag Team Champions, part of the Anoa'i family. Zilla Fatu. Zilla Fatu enters the mix. He is one half of the Los Angeles Wrestling Tag Champs. Knee strike there from Danger to Hendry. Out of the ring goes Wes Lee. Everyone out of the ring right now. Danger grabs Hendry, knocking him back now, and Hendry clothesline taking him down. Hendry taking down everyone, and Zilla headbutting the turnbuckle right now. Hendry and Wes Lee come face to face. I think Hendry and Wes Lee forming a bit of an unlikely alliance here, it would seem. And Zilla, you got the right idea. I'm going to admit it. I don't like the Forsaken. I've been very outspoken about that. I'm sure I've got a GOD beatdown coming my way eventually. But they've got the right idea here. With Zilla coming in and just waiting in the ring for someone to step up. Or be fed to him in terms of Eddie Thorpe here. It's Eddie Thorpe being sent towards Zilla. Hendry now. Hendry tries to catch Swagger. It's Eddie Thorpe going after Zilla Fatu. Eddie Thorpe now taking down Zilla. Cover. 1, 2. Zilla stays in it now, and Wes Lee. Spiral tap attempt. Missed him, though. Eddie Thorpe now trying to take care of him. Big DDT there from Thorpe. Now Wes Lee has got Eddie Thorpe down. Hendry grabs onto Swagger now, and Wes Lee with Eddie Thorpe in the corner. Wes Lee hits him. Taking him down now. Eddie Thorpe is down for... Oh, he intercepted the cardiac kick. Eddie Thorpe intercepted cardiac kick. Swagger, force of habit from the last several years. Taking down Hendry is Wes Lee. Canadian Destroyer to Zilla Fatu. Taking down Timothy Thatcher now. Thatcher's down. Wes Lee. Cover. 1, 2. Thatcher stays in it. Now Hendry getting taken down by Swagger on the outside. Thatcher grabs Wes Lee. Zilla. Pop-up Samoan drop. Takes down Eddie Thorpe. Hendry thrown back into the ring now. And Hendry. Whoa. Zilla. Hendry grabs a hold of Zilla now. And Joe Hendry with... No. Zilla got him. Zilla's caught him. Hendry with a backflip counter. Hendry. Standing ovation to Zilla. 1, 2. No! Spiral tap to Thatcher. 1, 2. Thatcher gone. Cover on Lexis King. Hendry's got Lexis King down. 1, 2. Lexis King eliminated. For that one, you know Lexis King is going to go complain to Seth about it. Wes Lee. Whoa, Hendry was trying to get a breather there. And Wes Lee taking down Chris Danger and Jack Swagger now. Danger and Hendry going at it now, and Chris Danger Caught by Joe Hendry now, and Hendry cutter to Danger. Wesley grabs onto Swagger, throwing him back into the ring. Wesley now has Jack Swagger right where he wants him. Springboards in, big drop kick. Danger with a wicked super kick to Joe Hendry. Wait a minute. Spiral tap to Jack Swagger, cover by Wesley. 1, 2, Swagger eliminated. Zilla Fatu came in. Wesley out of the way. Wesley taking down Zilla. Cover for the 1, 2. No, Zilla still in it. Wesley taking him down. Hendry and Eddie Thorpe now going at it. Hendry taking him down. Danger is down. Big kick there from Zilla to Wesley. 5 men legal in this matchup right now. And there's still plenty more to go. Have we had an entry since Zilla? I think we still got 10 entries to go. I don't believe we've seen anyone else enter since Zilla Fatu. Big kick there or big forearm there from Danger. Now Danger, wait a minute. Taste of Danger to Wesley. Joe Hendry. Oh, there's the spike. Shades of his father Umaga to Eddie Thorpe. Double cover. 1, 2. No, double kickouts as well. And now here comes one of the smoke chasers, Ashanti Adonis. Danger eliminated that time. Now Zilla's got a hold of Wesley. Wesley sent off the ropes. Zilla Fatu caught with a wicked super kick. Ashanti Adonis into a submission now on Wesley. Wesley, the cardiac kid, getting back into it. Wesley knocking him back now, and Wesley. Zilla's got him. Oh no. Samoan Spike, shades of his father Umaga. Nearly got him. Now Hendry and Wesley going at it. 2 heavy favorites at this point, I'd say. Zilla, wait a minute. Zilla tries to knock Wesley off the top. Zilla taken down now by Wesley, and Wesley. Zilla back up to his feet now. Wesley throws Zilla into the corner. Wesley taking him down. Wesley, here we go. Cardiac kick. Here comes the young OG. Javon Evans double covers. 2. Zilla gone. Cover by Hendry on Ashanti. 1, 2. No, Ashanti's still in it. Tilt-a-whirl small package to Eddie Thorpe. Javon Evans. There goes Eddie Thorpe. And Hendry just getting in this one now. Wesley with a drop kick to the back of Joe Hendry. And Zilla Fatu. It took 2 standing ovations and a cardiac kick to put him down. And Javon Evans and Wesley sign me the hell up for this one. Oh, overshot the dive, did Wesley. The young OG enters the mix, and Javon to the outside now. Hendry slowly pulling himself back up to his feet. Joe Hendry trying to enter the mix now. Who's coming in next? Hendry and the young OG locking eyes here. Oh, hold on a minute. Number 23. Sorry about your damn luck, folks. We heard Bobby Roode was talking to an old friend backstage. It's James Storm entering the mix. Cowboy James Storm is here. Cowboy James Storm. Oh, Wesley taking down Hendry. James Storm, TNA legend. We've seen him a few times in WWE. In fact, in LS11 Universe, he's a former SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Ashanti Adonis is going after the TNA legend. You had to think Bobby Roode would find a place for his best friend in this matchup if he could. And Ashanti Adonis could look to take James Storm out here and now. Nearly got him. Wesley taking down Storm. Number 25 about to join us, I believe. Maybe 23. I've lost count, man. It's been a long gauntlet. We are at the hour mark for NXT right now. Yes, number 24. I was right. I was on either side of it. It's Brooks Jensen entering the mix. James Storm into an abdominal stretch on Javon Evans right now. Javon Evans, the young OG, is fighting back. Outside of the ring, Hendry forearm strike. Hendry putting on one of the longest gauntlet performances in LS11 history right now, lasting from number 2 to 24, which number 2 and number 1, they've been in the same amount of time. Only difference is number 1 has to come out first, but they fight for the exact same amount of time as Brooks Jensen gets taken down. Javon Evans, young OG, what is he thinking here? Young OG goes up. Javon Evans. Adrian Nova, is this your guy? With the Spanish fly. It's a very deep cut reference why I would mention LAW's Adrian Nova when talking about Javon Evans. I don't know if you'll have to ask Adrian Nova himself about it sometime. Hanzo in the chat. Number 25, Miles Bourne enters. For reference, those Trons are modded in over the former founder of No Quarter Catch Crew from real life. A guy that got fired for being just an absolute jackass. Hendry and Storm, there's some history here. Some TNA Universe history here going down. Either way, Miles Bourne enters the mix now. He's got a great spot in this matchup, does Bourne. Number 25? He's only got to get through 5 more people to get to the end. I'm also saying that in case Joe can hear me, because Joe, you've almost done it, bud. 5 more people and you're at the end. It's Wes Lee getting knocked back. Shanti Adonis now, no. Uppercut from Miles Bourne, rolling kick there. Wes Lee now caught by Javon Evans, and Javon drops him. Number 26, the leader of Meta-4. Noam Dar, the Scottish Supernova, enters the mix. Noam Dar is in. Miles Bourne now going into Wes Lee. Bourne has got Dar up now, and Miles Bourne dropping Noam Dar. Brooks Jensen and Joe Hendry now locking up. Hendry sends him into the steps. Hendry getting taken down by Ashanti Adonis now. Hendry turns his attention back to James Storm. Taking him down now. And Noam Dar and Joe Hendry. These two know each other very well from the UK independents back in the 2010s. Why is back in the 2010s a sentence I can say? I don't like that. Not because it's like bad, but just I was in my teenage years then, man. I turned 24 next Thursday. ZRC birthday bash on LAW next Thursday, by the way, July 25th. Make sure to tune in, gonna have a great time. Heard Joe Hendry. I sent Joe Hendry an invite. He might be there. Miles Bourne turned his attention to Joe Hendry, and Miles Bourne throwing Hendry into the ring, across the ringside area. Shanti Adonis, whoa, went for Wes Lee. Wes Lee caught him though. Wes Lee, knee into the back, taking him down now. Wes Lee, kick to the ribs of Adonis now. Wes Lee, hold on. Canadian Destroyer to Adonis, taking him down. Cover for the 1, 2. Wes Lee eliminates Ashanti Theodonis. Joe Hendry coming off the apron. Brooks Jensen comes in, but Wes Lee caught him. I think Wes Lee knew Brooks was coming, so he faked him out. Hits Brooks now, and Wes Lee looking for cardiac kick to Brooks Jensen into another cover. Wes Lee for the 1, 2, 3. Brooks Jensen eliminated. James Storm entering the mix now, and James Storm coming at the former Desmond Xavier. Went for last call. Cover on Storm. 1, 2. Nearly got him. Storm got the shoulders up, and Hendry says, allow me. And Hendry, Storm may not be part of the main event mafia anymore, but Hendry remembers how the main event Mafia ruined his life last season. Yeah, back in TNA. James Storm taken down now. Wesley at the top. Wesley with spiral tap to James Storm. Cover for the 1, 2. James Storm eliminated. We are getting close to the closing moments of this matchup, folks. Hendry just throwing another one in for Wesley. Hendry, whoa, sidestepped. Miles Bourne grabs Hendry, and Miles Bourne taking him down. Wesley taking down Miles now. Lee grabbing onto Miles, getting him back up. Forearm strike to Miles Bourne. Gets it back up to his feet now, and Miles Bourne going across the ring into the corner now. Wesley into cardiac kick to Miles Bourne. Cover now. Hendry taken down. Taking down Javon. 2. No! Miles Bourne able to stay in it now. 27, I believe, is out next. Luckiest number in the Royal Rumble. Will it yield the same in the 30-man gauntlet tonight? You son of a bitch. It's Shane Haste of Bullet Club Ring of Honor, 1/3 of the final Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions entering the mix. Former Raw tag team champion in his own right is Shane Haste. Noam Dar nearly eliminated there. Shane Haste entering the mix. You know Seth Rollins isn't going to be too thrilled to see this one. To quote Seth Rollins, out of all of his disciples, Shane Haste has always been the effing worst. I agree. I've been there I was there for the entire Messiah journey. Shane Haste was indeed the worst. And Miles Bourne is looking to take care of him with that big neck breaker there. Miles Bourne now dropping Noam Dar. Hendry taking himself and Javon Evans out. Down goes Miles Bourne now. Wesley going up to the top. Wesley looking for spiral tap to Miles Bourne. Number 28. 3 men remain. 2 after this. It's all ego. Ethan Page. You know what's really funny? I went through and set up everything for all of these people. Imported so many themes for this gauntlet so that I wouldn't hear the generic Digital 4 track playing over and over. Wait a minute. Wesley looking for some redemption from Stand and Deliver. Taking down All Ego. So I wouldn't hear generic track number 4 playing. Apparently the game didn't register any of that, so they've all come out of that, which means I get to edit in everyone's theme songs. It's Wesley taking down Ethan Page. Wesley could get some serious redemption here over Ethan Page. Get rid of him quickly with Canadian Destroyer to Ethan Page. All Ego's down. 1, 2. He kicks out. Hendry desperately rolling back into the ring right now. Ethan Page going after Wesley. Ethan Page. Oh, standing ovation. Number 29, it's Chase Hughes, Riley Osborne. 1 name left. And now Hendry. Hip toss taken down from Wesley. Chase Hughes, Riley Osborne. Was also involved in Flash Fury this week, if you haven't seen that yet. Now, wait a minute. Wesley. Hendry trying to save him here. Hendry and Wesley have formed a bit of a friendship in this matchup, it would seem. Hendry. Standing ovation to Shane Haste for the 1, 2. Shane Haste eliminated. And now Young OG with a roundhouse kick. Hendry. Standing ovation to Javon as well. Javon's been in here for a minute. 1, 2, 3. And another one gone. We are in the final 5. Who has drawn number 30? Hendry's looking up the ramp for him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hendry grabs Riley Osborne, taking him down immediately. Hendry into a cover now. Ethan Page grabs Wesley. 1. No. Riley Osborne able to kick out. Just because he's so fresh. Solo is in. Solo Sikoa grabbing Hendry. Launches him into Riley Osborne now, and Solo has got Joe Hendry from Friday Night SmackDown. Is this what William Regal meant by asking for a favor for the Forsaken? Riley Osborne down now. Ethan Page runs through Joe Hendry. Hendry can barely stand at this point. Final 5. Riley Osborne, Ethan Page, Solo Sikoa, Joe Hendry. 2 from NXT, 1 from Raw, 1 from SmackDown, 1 from TNA. Hendry going after Sikoa here. Joe Hendry desperately trying to take care of Solo, who just runs through him. DDT from Ethan Page to Wesley. Into a cover now. Ethan Page has got Wesley down. 2. No! Wesley stays in it. Wait a minute. Wesley. 1, 2. Gets Ethan Page out of there. Wesley taking out Ethan Page. Joe Hendry comes charging in. Joe Hendry going after Solo. Everyone turning their attention to Solo right now. Oh, Wesley with a kick to the head of Hendry. I think he was aiming to hit Solo, but I think Hendry got caught in the crossfire. Everyone knows how dangerous Solo Sikoa is. Solo essentially just standing there like Shao Kahn, waiting for people to be thrown to him. Takes down Riley Osborne. And now a tactical ambush from Hendry and Wesley. I think they're using Osborne as bait. Wait a minute. Solo cover. No. Riley. The shoulders of Hendry. Hendry has Sikoa down. Hendry. 1. No. Solo kicks out. Now Hendry luring him in. Wesley. Hendry and Wesley trying to get Riley Osborne on the same page with them, but Osborne's just not listening. The stupid kid. Cover. 1, 2. Hendry somehow kicks out, and Solo. Oh, taken down by Riley. And now maybe Riley Osborne. Never mind. I'm going to say now maybe Riley Osborne will get the memo, and Hendry is trying to say, look, focus on him, or I'm just going to have to do this. Hendry dropping Riley Osborne with Freak of Nature. Taking him down now, and Wesley going after Solo here. Wesley. Solo grabs Wesley, pulls him in, and Solo. Samoan drop to Wesley. Grabs Riley Osborne. Rock bottom. Cover now. 1, 2, 3. Riley Osborne gone, and now Joe Hendry's coming in. And everyone's coming after Solo now. We are down to 3. Solo, Wesley, and Joe Hendry. And now Wesley, no, Solo. Dumping him out of the ring. Hendry getting back to his feet. Hendry has been in since number 2. Hendry now headbutt to Solo, and Hendry goes for him. No, Solo with a rake to the eyes, and Solo. Oh no. Spike! To cover! Wesley's on the way! 2! No! Wesley tried to make the save. Joe Hendry is gone. A hell of a showing for the inspirational Joe Hendry tonight. The motivational Joe Hendry. And now Solo. Seemingly sent in by the Forsaken for this one. It is down to Solo and Wesley. These people cheering for Joe Hendry as he walks back up the ramp. He had a hell of a showing tonight. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're Joe Hendry in this one. Solo. Uranagi to Wesley. Solo's just playing with his food right now. Solo's like a predator stalking his prey. Wait, Wesley. Oh, gets knocked back by Solo. Solo coming back in. Solo! Kicks him in the head, and Solo to the top. Flying headbutt. Now Solo gets him back up, and Solo. Spike! Solo just spikes him. Wesley is down. Wesley is out. Solo. Oh my God, Solo. Going up. Solo's going to do the splash. Solo. Oh my God! There's hope! Wesley! Wesley is fighting them still. Wesley hammering away with the chair. Wesley warping the chair over Solo after Solo exploded through the announce table. Wesley is still in it. Fight, kid. Fight like your life depends on it. He's got the kendo stick. Oh, goes for the shot with the back. Solo goes for the spike. Wesley counters. Rolling kick in the head. Both men down. Wesley's got him up though. Wesley back to his feet. Wesley kicks him in the ribs. Pulls Solo in. Wesley. Canadian Destroyer. Wesley grabs Solo. Wesley throws him. Solo counters. Sends him in the corner. Solo goes for him. Countered by Wesley. And now Wesley throws Solo into the corner himself. Wesley. Forearm strike. Here we go. Wesley. Cardiac kick. Solo's down. Wesley going up. Here we go. Wesley. Spiral tap. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Wesley has won the gauntlet. Wesley is going to the Great American Bash to challenge Jimmy Uso for the NXT Championship. What a matchup we just saw. An all-star performance from Joe Hendry. And Wesley, you can see there, tried to save him. But it was too little too late. Wesley managed to survive a singular spike. Wesley is heading to the Great American Bash. Until next time, everybody, thank you for tuning into this incredible premiering episode of NXT. My voice is shot after that one. That gauntlet, one of the longest matches I've ever recorded in one sitting. One take as well. That almost never happens. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.